Yo, yo, yo. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Check. All right. Rika versus the winner of Dark. Innovation. Nice. We're into it. We're casting the Pet Cup. ESL Pet Cup. I love it. The Pet Cup. All right, Rika. Rika versus winner of Dark. Into the Wait, no, is it into the Juving out to some tunes, guys. I'm sorry I'm on the delay. We got the Pog Squirrel Pet Cup. I need to make a Pog Squirrel Cup. Yo, Nika, are you still here? Pog Squirrel Cup. Let's go, guys. I think I need to make a Pog Squirrel Cup for real. We're just waiting for Dark versus Into the Inno, and Rika actually 2-0'd Han Mono. I didn't know this was going on. I would have casted Han Mono. I wanted to cover Han Mono. All right, Chad, how you doing? I should probably throw this out. Dings, how you doing? Man, I lost a bunch of guys from cast and shit. I'm gonna need some more water after. Steely Dan. All right, we are not on my regular playlist. I do have some Steely Dan. Bonjour. We don't have a TeamLiquid.net event for this. Yeah, I was smoking weed. I did earlier, Dings. Is that mom? I forgot his thing's my mom. Oh shit. Rutro. All right. You hit MMR peak and tank 400. That's like me. Dude, I was too high to get... man, we don't have a TeamLiquid.net event. All right, we should have a semifinals. Rika versus Dark. Yeah, I'm sorry. Dings, who do I know you as otherwise, too? Ragnarok versus Chance. Ragnarok versus Time. Hold on. Right. All right, guys. I'm just telling Ragnarok that I accidentally called him hero. I won't call you hero, Ragnarok. Guys, I actually just told him that. I hope he doesn't understand English well, but I wonder if he Googles it after. Guys, it's so funny. I'm just talking to Ragnarok about Atlanta. This is so cool. So fucking based. Time versus Ragnarok. Let's go. Thanks for the follow, Tros. Guys, this is basic. Ragnarok's such a nice guy. He remembers me. Ragnarok remembers me. Let's go. Time versus Ragnarok. Yep. Thank you, T-Rose. Hell yeah. I'm excited, guys. When are the cooking streams? When I clean up. When I clean up. Which is everybody's like, I'm waiting forever, but oh guys, tomorrow I'm not gonna do that other tournament. Shit. I'm hanging out with my girlfriend tomorrow. I might do it. If I do, it'll be at nighttime. You guys think I should set up that tournament tomorrow? Because everybody's gonna be back from or at home story cup still. What do you guys think? We got a TVZ. Or ZBT. All right, guys, I'm going to take a minute. Damn it, I said I wouldn't get any... I am excited about you coming back. All right, here we go. We got a game. We got some good stuff coming up. We got some actual StarCraft. Not Warcraft. It is Kaisi Oliveira, which is time. Feels bad, Nate Diggity. Yeah. They forgot to do an ESL Team Liquid whatever the fuck yet. Man, oh man, oh man. All right, guys, here we go. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Data CD's nuts. Give it up for time from Kaisi Esports. And his opponent at the bottom left, representing Alpha X. Give it up for our red Zerg player. It is Ragnarok. One of the best Alpha X players. Between major event would be better, though, Mo? What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, for the tournament, Gene Sim and Flapjack. Is that what you guys talking about? The $200 Dan Macco tournament? Flapjack, if you're up to it, if you're nice and blazed, would you like to join Dave on an ESL? Dude, yeah. Would you like to do some casting, Flapjack? Dude, I thought I was so dead I had made a mistake because I hadn't been stasis warded in those times. I'm like, why can't I get out more units? Well, I wasn't mining in my natural after you stasis warded the natural. Or the main, rather the main. So I was mining on one base saturation with just one gas. So that went on for a long time. I have no idea how I came back, that proxy gate thing. Anyway, I know we got a pro level game going on. I will say this, Ragnarok is playing cheesy. I've been not talking about that, but I figured while we're getting into things, it's the first game of the night, and Dave's a little roasty toasty, if you catch my drift. Dude, Beyond versus Cyril games were sick. Alright, so we can talk about some of that. That said, I think we're going to see if we don't see a fast Roach Warren, it's going to be a Banling Nest. No, fast Link Speed. This was definitely an aggressive play from Ragnarok, going for a fast Link Speed against the Terran. Pre-hatch. So it's not like a Speedling all in and you do against Protoss or something. Pulls completely off gas. Beyond versus Cyril Yeti messaged me about it too, and I was like, bro. It's so sick. I was looking. I regret streaming during Home Story Cup totally. I wasn't ready. I was hungover. I could have ate before, but man, it was definitely really good. Like while I was laddering though, I was watching it on my other monitor, my left. Anyway, Reaper is going to be deflected from that fast as fuck Queen. There's only going to be one because, well, this other one didn't start, but the second one is on its way, and lots of links. So, funnily enough, let's take a look in Time's vision. He did not look, he didn't search the net. That works out so good for Ragnarok. He's just got the early pull and stuff, I think. But I don't know if he knows what's up. Let's take a look in his vision one more time. Pun intended. He didn't see anything. That Queen deflecting, that was the least overwhelming Reaper control. He sees that there's no third. Alright, so that should keep him wiser. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Ling just debating the Reaper. Queens are out. There's a third Queen, which is going to be a little strange seeming to our Terran player. He's going to try to make it up here. He's not going to be able to. It's just Ling. There's no Banes. It's a 2-base build. Reaper gets no kills. Damn, Ragnarok is doing a fantastic job denying Scout. The Queen came out faster. That's so incredible. Dan Macko's sponsoring the two. He's doing an A200. We're doing a random one-off $200 tournament. I thought Renegade was cast in tonight, but from when I saw Renegade's schedule, but I guess not. But Flap, you there? Hit me up, man, if you want. No pressure. It is a late one. Lots of lings. This is kind of reminding me of Angelus's game without a macro hatch. Really early pool. He's going into fast late. Is he going to go into 2-base Muta? Yeah, he is going into 2-base Muta, guys. So kind of a cheeky play off the 2-base Muta. No Banes. That said, there's no Spores, and there is going to be a Banshee. He did not research Cloak. So, you got no voice from being sick? Oh, I hope you feel better. You feel better, Flapjack? I'm sorry, bud. Sorry to hear that. Estrella Showtime, I think, is the worst way to learn. Estrella definitely seemed like he had a rough time. I think it's not outside of the realm of Estrella beating Showtime, though. He is a really good... I think he's personally... He is very underrated because he's an NA player. People talk shit, but Estrella is just as good, in my opinion, as some of the European players, for sure. If not better. Estrella is... Other than being a little biased because he actually is a gentleman and a scholar. Very nice guy. Seriously, he's certainly a good one. Anyway, very delayed third hatch. It is 2-base Muta. Baneling Nest going down. That's what you want to get with it. So the third hatch is not out. There's so many Hellions in this build. What do we got? We got Marine, Tank. Oh, God. There's not even going to be that many Marines, guys. Mutas take a while to get out, but there's not going to be a lot of Marines out in the field. He will have Stim. He's definitely going to have Combat Shield with it, and he might even have 1-1. Depending on how many Marines get held up here, it could be pretty good. All right. There is 7 Mutas in production. We have the Baneling Nest finishing up. Let's see what happens here. You need something with charge lots? Yeah. The thing is, with charge lots, you get mixed results. Like, we see what happens. If Zerg players know how to contend with... It's pretty easy to scout as Zerg, too. Most charge lot builds are easy to scout. And basically, you just respond with Roachborn, usually. And Baneling Nest if you can, depending on the timing. Anyway... +1 flyer attacks on the way. Muta's trying to get some damage, but are not going to be able to do so. Oh. Ooh, this is kind of nice. They are going to clean up the Hellions, possibly. The Hellions usually trade out at some point anyway. That's a lot of Marines. They do have Stim, and they're smart not to do this. There's just 2 medevacs coming right now. I do like the fact that Time is going into Widow Mine, so he is still on his tech lab. A bit of a problem. Muta's trying to catch some value over here. Not getting much, but... Ragnarok is doing a great job of keeping him alive on time. Kappa. Okay, Muta should have been jumping right on that. The missile turret's right there. They missed a free shot. Are going to get a couple SCV kills. It looks like he may lose 1 to the missile turret if he's not careful. Anyway, this is going to be a big push from Ragnarok. The reinforcing Muta is not going to be able to help. They might be able to pick up the tanks behind. Does he get the Widow Mine? He goes for the mine first. Beautiful control. And this is what I like about Korean ZVT. Let's be real, guys. Oh, yeah, true. Don't want to spoil it. For sure. That is a good point, Dings. We don't want to spoil things. Centrifugal Hooks finished behind us. We do have 1-1 coming for our Zerg player. +2 infantry weapons started for Terran. He does have that 1-1 advantage. But the Banshee is going to get deflected finally. Baneling's coming in, and 1 Queen does fall. Queen does a great job, and 2 Queens do a good job in defense. But now the Marines are pushing in. They're going to stim and win. I mean, yeah, he just stutters. He's even so cautious not to over-stim because his medevacs are drained. Time is a madman, but time is running out for Ragnarok. He does have a 4th hatch down behind this, but he's got to pull his drones to his main... Oh, 15 workers went down to the Mutas. Mutas fighting it hard. There's not a lot out. It's medevacs and a couple Marines trying. Mutas and Lings fighting. This SCV is healed by the medevac, but meanwhile, the 4th base is still unable to be taken. This game is crazy. Look at all the action. Ling's just pouncing on the tanks. It is cleaned up. Ragnarok leading in workers. It is getting God's work done with these mutas. There is going to be a 4th base, but the supply is insane. Both players with a very low economy. Man, weird trades. The mining's going to go back at the 3rd for Ragnarok a little before our Terran player lost 13 workers. Let's take a look at those total trades. That is it. That was some goddamn good 2-base muta play. I'm sorry, chat, if you agree or don't. You can add immortals for roaches. Oh, yeah. Well, no, you start out with roaches for it is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's a speedling roach, but you got to drop that roach horn for the charge lots. The immortals usually don't hit at the same time. Some of those builds do. Thor is going to be a problem for the muta harass, however. And time is now ahead on workers somehow, some way. He's done it. And he's going to take this Thor back defensively in his main base for the muta run bys. He wants to protect his workers. 4th base is established. Okay, Ragnarok now ahead on drones. He's going to try to reestablish what was his 3rd, now is a 4th base. And Muta's still trying to get some... Oh my god, those Widow Mines! Holy shit! Ragnarok lost 9 Mutas. He did so well with them, though. I kind of think it still... Yeah, it still trades out well, but these Mutas are very injured. He could probably use some transfuses, but I don't know if he has the queen count. Yeah, this is playing with fire, literally. You don't want to lose those mutas behind us. We do have... Oh, my God. Drilling Claws is being researched. These mutas are trying to do the best they can to keep the army back. But the supply's not looking too high for our Zerg player. He did go to 1-1. Our Terran player is kicking into 3-2 for infantry, weapons, and armor. It's looking rough for Ragnarok. He was in such a fantastic position. That said, if he can get some Ling Bane up, he should be okay. Needs a little more than that. It's kind of tough on the economy. Oh, Widow Mine drops are going to be annoying. Smart play from time. 9 drones go down. My God, that's so annoying. The Spore wasn't able to help. The Muta tried making its way down. And let's take a look at how many units we have for both players. 35 Marines with 1 medevac. Okay, the Muta control has been 6. So, funnily enough, just with leaving this to 1 medevac, that's our Terran player very exposed. 1 Thor, 2 Widow Mines with this army. That's a big chunk of the army. There is another little patrol. But I think Ling Bane could take it. With the mutas distracting. They're coming in after. Yeah, the Thor tanks a lot, but there's no way. Ling Bane just destroys it. 14 Lings in production. Bringing the total Ling count to 33 with 12 Banelings. And, well, 21 mutas. I would have liked to see him get Air Carapace. I do believe it helps out there. Usually a lot of people go to +2. +2 also good because you just wreck through Terran buildings. I don't know what you guys think about that, but whatever. Oh man, nice snipe on the Widow Mine. Second one does take a lot of damage. And now there's a couple Thors. The armies are about as strong. There's only 2 medevacs. 2 more going to come into the picture here somewhere. The scan is going to reveal some of the Zerg army, and he's going to have to retreat. He's going to lose a little bit of creep. Saves the Overseer. Our Terran player doesn't want to jump on that creep while it dissipates. All right. 5th hatchery is going down, but luckily Ragnarok doing this something very Zergy, very smart. He is going to go run for a Ling Muta run by, and he's at another base down here. What should have happened is the drone should be pulled back, but he's microing it on the other side very aggressively, and he took this base, so he wants to save these drones. They're long distance mining. The Terran army's forced into full retreat. Muta's jumping up, clearing missile turrets out, trying to make room to come back again. He's forced Terran into full retreat. These Mutas could get Shrek, though, by these Stim Marines. They're going to be right on top of this. Not like this. Ragnarok, he loses a couple, but is able to save most of his forces. The Widow Mine drops, getting so much done behind this. The trades are still even. Guys, I would swear we're watching something other than ZVT. This Terran is time. I know it says Oliviera. It's time from ICA Sports. Kitesy.
Do not underestimate the power of the Dark Shrine.
Yep, and that is the GIF. I gotta remake this scene, too. My God, another 5th base goes down. This is rough. Starting to fear for Ragnarok. He invested so heavily in mutas, but didn't get the upgrades. He's going into adrenal glands. And Carapace +2. He's not even on +3. The Terran with the upgrade advantage is kind of rough. He should just jump on... Yeah, he's only +1. If that was +2, that would be disintegrated. That missile turret would truly be one shot. Okay, Marines are starting to trade out against the Mutas here very poorly. Oh, there's a Widow Mine. Oh, look at this control from Ragnarok. He even still has that Overseer up there. Ragnarok trying to desperately try to get this other base. A Widow Mine blocking the other location. But Ragnarok's getting some good kills. He could, I think he could just clean this up, but it's just everything behind it that makes it difficult. Oh my god, Muta's getting traded out again. That said, there's more Lings and Banes. It's Lings and Banes and Adrenal Glands. It's going to be a timing attack. Sorry for the delay. This is a lot of ping for me to Korea. So that does happen on occasion. Oh my god, the Baneling bus. Everything is splitting out. And a massive... Holy Ling run by! Ragnarok, is he going to be able to do it? His whole army's kind of clumped up here. He doesn't want to lose things to Widow Mines. There's not really that many there. He could take out all the Thors. Oh my god. Thors are so tanky, though. It took all those Banelings to do that much damage. Behind it, 17 workers falling for our Terran player. Surrounds the Widow Mine, gets a kill on it. He's on top of all sorts of stuff. There's no detection for the mines, however. Yeah, time is supply block, but Ragnarok's in a bit of trouble. He's not going to be able to take this base because of the Widow Mine. Behind all this Terran nonsense. Some friendly fire does help our Zerg player for a moment, but the other reactivated Widow Mine's going to clean up a lot of his army. Oh my god, he did it! He cleared up all of this. He is now in a supply lead, folks, which is pretty scary for Terran men. Mr. Time. That said, he's going to have Widow Mines and Marines here. He wants to regroup. I think he's going to want to get some Banelings, and he's going to want... Oh, no! He has not cleaned up these Widow Mines over here. Or this one. He's going to try to take the base again, and because he's microing so much, he's not keen to the fact. He is not keen to the fact that there's a Widow Mine constantly killing a drone trying to take a base, because he's too busy focusing on this, which is smart. Oh, all the Lings die, not like this! Ragnarok now a little behind. But yeah, he just had a production burst. He has to notice this. Okay, he is taking this base at least. That's kind of nice. Oh, no! Widow Mines. Oh, God.
Loves his beautiful wife.
Pashka, your wife's got to be an absolute legend. If your beautiful wife is with you, she's a lucky lady. Pashka's a good dude. I can honestly say he's one of my least degenerate friends out of you guys. That doesn't mean I don't love you more because you're degen, right? Pashka's one of my least degen friends. He may stay up degen late, but... Oh no, there's no A move! Ragnarok getting hit with all these random Widow Mines all over the map. It's kind of rough. Behind it, he's going into +3 Carapace finally. So he's going to catch up a little to our Terran player. And he's getting an Ultra Cavern. Well, that said, there's Thors. I don't know how much I agree with that. But these these Mutas are going to do great. Again, he only has +1 flyer attacks. Imagine if he had +2. He'd actually be chiseling through these buildings a lot more. Denies the missile turret, but meanwhile the Terran bullshit comes over. He's going to have to cancel this hatch. Does he get it? He is not going to get it. That is a kill. There's just too much going on. He's base trading a Terran. And it's not in a roach headbutt situation. Oh, Baneling's not being controlled. He's going to lose a few, but he cleans up some of that bio. That's going okay for him. The other side, he's trying to clear out this third base. A little missed micro from the missile turrets, but he can hold. He has to be careful of Widow Mines here. Problem is, oh, Bane's actually going to do a good job. Cleans up a lot of the Widow Mines. There are still a few, but as long as Ragnarok's patient, he can take this out. Marines going from behind. He needs to try to retain bases, but... Look at the worker count. It is 33 to 70 for Ragnarok. He has other bases going. I know it would be suboptimal mining him. His creep spread's kind of there. Time's done a good job of keeping the creep spread back all game. But still, Ragnarok with this cheeky build opener. I really like it. He went into 2-base Muta and got so much work done. She's sitting in the room. Nice. Very cool. Nice to meet you, Pashka's wife. You'll probably never meet my girlfriend. Unless it was something IRL or, maybe I could convince her to a Discord call, but I gotta clean my house so I actually can have her over. But she will not be on Twitch. per her. I've asked her a million times. She won't do it. Ragnarok's still leading an army supply. He's getting chitinous plating for his Ultralisk. Muta's still trying to do a good job, but he's going to be careful not to fight the Thors. And his army's just going on across the map. He's going to lose a lot of econ. And Time has this massive gas bank where, of course, Ragnarok's had to make some sacrifices. He does have more workers still, but this base is in trouble. Okay, he has some Ultras behind this, but Muta's doing God's work to clean this up. More of the Widow Mine's going down. Is he actually going to do it? Like, this is where +2 helps, though. You can actually injure the buildings more. Terran's found this base. Is going to take this one out. And, oh, no, he needs to pull the drones. He needs to pull them down. If he pulled them down to the center map over, he'd get out before this army groups up with it. But now it's all going to disintegrate every one of these drones. It's 43 to 70-something drones. But all the production's dying. Pretty much, it's delayed. That's going to take forever for the mutas to kill it. Drones are going to make their way down to this cheeky base over here. This game is such a scrappy scrap fest, if there ever was a scrap. Anyway, not a lot back home. Well, he's got the Ultras. Army supply in favor of Ragnarok. As long as he's wise to Widow Mines and he can get a good surround. That said, Muta's still doing God's work over here. And there is 2 Overseers for Ragnarok, which is absolutely stupendous. What kind of people? Dings, are you my mom? I'm wondering. Yeah, this game is wild. My mom, as Bang would say. In honor of... Bang. Okay. Okay, Ultras and Lings. Climbing up here. Clumping it up. Oh my god. Widow Mines. Hell of a unit. What a good unit. Oh no! Oh, Ragnarok with a couple misclicks loses a lot of his army. And now his lead is down. However, he has some Ultras. He doesn't have the gas for Bane. He's literally not mining anything for gas because he can't. Oh man, he was long distance mining. Ragnarok's at a really tough spot. Guys, if I could pause the game, I would. Let's look at the situation in this game. This is a full-on base trade. And well, it's all supply depots over there. This game is going hella weird. And it's now down to the wire. Ragnarok just doesn't have the econ, and he doesn't want to throw this all away. Ultra's doing its best to clean some of this up. Banelings come in. Widow Mines don't get any friendly fire early, and he's going to lose an Ultra. He's only got literally mutas, and he's going to have some Lings coming out. Oh, no, he didn't want to fight that. Lings are ways away. Like, he really doesn't want to lose this Ultra if he can help it. Tries to buy time with the drones. It's so close. This game is so goddamn close. It's so silly. Lings are now out, but 12 workers went down. It's 24 to 28 workers, which usually means Terran just wins. But he's down to 1 CC. And I do believe all the mutas were traded out. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's no more mutas. It's just 24 Lings versus Marine Mine Medevac, which is scary. He does have his Baneling nest somewhere. Yes, he does. He just has 0 gas. With that said, he is able to take this ninja base. Are we watching a Florencio game or are we watching pro-level StarCraft? This game is nuts. I am so glad we're casting. GG! Time takes it, and it's the closest game. So close. That was sick. That was absolutely sick. I will say it. And this is the semifinals, I think, already. But these games, 22-minute game, and we were down to such low supply. I can't believe it. Incredible. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was an He was an MMA fighter. That's right. It's time. Yeah, time is fucking ripped. If I'm not mistaken. Alright, anyway. Up a point representing Kitesy. Give it up for Oliveira in the red. And his opponent in the bottom left. Give it up for Alpha X's Ragnarok. Bringing us a cheeky 2-base Muta game 1 with the... That game was so close. That was just a scrappy, insane game. And I think if he had Banelings at the end, he was still in an okay spot. It's just... Oh, he lost too much at the... That was such a weird base trade. You don't usually get base trades and ZBTs on NA Pro or... Well, on NA Pro we do. You don't usually see them on EU as much. And this is one of the reasons I love Korean Zerg. I love Korean Terran. That was just so aggressive, so cool. Both players with the cheeky strats. Incredible. This was just goddamn credible. Yeah, that was... I mean, it was just 2-base Muta, but like... How he did everything was so... I just... The decisions from those guys were both bonkers. Like, the Terran player, it makes sense to aggress that much because he kept the creep spread. And actually going 2-base Muta, usually have a trouble getting that creep out if you are a little less able to catch value with those Mutas. But man, that was it felt like a little bit of a build order counter. And somehow time came back. You might say time was on his side. All right. Well, the clock is a ticking. Dave with the bad time jokes. Time is going for, you know, a standard worker scout. More or less. He's going to confirm. He's got a hatch. He might use it. Being that it's this late, I wouldn't hate it if he used it to try to block a third while the Reaper goes to the other. Either way, delaying the third for Zerg is so big. Okay, we got 6 workers, or 6 lings from Ragnarok. Pretty standard to his style. So he's going to have plenty to contend with this Reaper here. And it is going to be a 1-1-1 follow-up behind us. Does the Reaper get much value? Well, nice micro from both, but he's getting every drone. Ling, rather. Okay. He wants to get a shot on the drone. It is going to get 2 shots. Ling's trying to buy time for the Queen. And behind this, we are going to have our reactor finish up. Factory on the way. And the low-ground CC is going to finish up. Reaper's deflected, so not a lot of information other than there's 6 lings, which is a different situation. And Ragnarok does have his 3rd hatch on the way. That said, we are getting our orbital in the low ground on time side and doing a little switcherino to get out some Hellions unless we see something cheeky at a time. He's going to a 1-1-1, so I don't think so. Curious to see the play here. Is it going to be a 3CC? Is he going to go into a Banshee? What is his plan? Yeah, that's going to be 3CC. So more than likely, we're going to see the Cloak Banshee build this game. All right, Queen trying to stay in defense. That Reaper is still alive. He's like, yo, let's see here. Hello. Anyway, Queen is going to return back. It's just a stare down. Overlord's on top of the Reaper anyway. And the first 2 Hellions going to come out. There's that Tech Lab. There's the Cloak Banshee 3CC build. Good old faithful for Terrans. Would you either talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader for the rest of your life? I already breathe like Darth Vader, so let's be real, Jay Harrisco. I'd say that one's definitely Darth Vader. I raged at you yesterday, Jay Harrisco. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, first Banshee's in the way. Cloak not quite yet here. We don't have a 3rd gas taken from our Terran. 3rd hatch is complete for our Zerg. He is, for the moment, stopped the Mass Queen printing. He's going into another one. I think he may go into a lair. We don't see any spores. So, Banshee's going to complete no Cloak. So, maybe he may opt not to go for Cloak this time. He goes for Stim. Okay, he's just going to use 2 Banshees without Cloak. That said, look at Ragnarok going for the Roach push. I got distracted from the Terran. And yeah, this is 1 gas saturation with a Roach printer. A very good use of gas and effective. Hellions are forced back. These Roaches are going to catch him like a bit of a surprise. The Banshees could be pulled back, and they are going to be. Yep, there's the 2 more Hellions. The Banshee is going to come back here. Just 1. And this is getting some good value. But that's a good amount of roaches. He does get a kill on a supply depot. Pre-being built. Banshee's going to do a lot of damage, as I said. But that said, Hellions are starting to drop more workers kills. I like this. The splits with slow roaches actually coming in clutch. The downside is metabolic boost isn't even complete yet at this time of the game. I wouldn't hate to see Ragnarok go for a 3rd base, but he's going to need to pump out units pretty soon, I think, is why he's waiting. He's going into the lair. Yeah, he's okay. He can hold off because there's a lot of pressure coming across the map. Rando, Calrissian, Marauder because of the roaches. But it is going to be a switch into Lings, I'd imagine. We don't have an Evo. We got more... Oh, maybe not. We'll see. Lair is just on its way, by the way. So, very aggressive play from Ragnarok. Going to be a little delayed on tech. Link speed finished up, but he has decent amounts of injects going on. But it is only 3 hatcheries. Is going for his 4th. Okay, it's a little delayed, but considering what the state of the game it was in, let's take a look at the trades. He's traded almost 2-to-1, basically. Pretty much 2-to-1. And that is pretty impressive from Ragnarok. All right, guys. What are you thinking of this game? That was definitely a cool little play from our Zerg player. I don't know if it's worth it, though. Terran just now going into 1-1. Combat shields. We got stem. This was going to be a debate build, but honestly, the 2 Banshees might have been a little better. I think it was more in favor of our Zerg player for sure. Otherwise, like, in terms of how he set time behind a little bit. Time is at 48 workers to 69. And no, now 71. Darn, I was going to say that's nice. It was nice. He passed 69 workers. Anyway, and you have Dave as the living 420 meme right now. Currently. Dave's not here, man. Anyway, 4th hatch is going to pop here in a second. Ragnarok's keeping worker production. Looks like he might be going to take a 5th base at the 5 o'clock position. He's trying to get this creep spread out. The Hellions did a good job clearing it out on the west side. But he does manage to get a couple of creep tumors out. Is there going to be scans? Oh, time's catching up, though. He's going into Marine Tank. Concussive Shell and the Combat Shields, the 1-1 finishing. It is going to be ranged attacks, Glial Reconstitution, and Carapace with centrifugal hooks. So he's just going for basically tankier Banes. Hellions are cleaned up, but this Marine Force, Marine Marauder tank force is looking scary. Ragnarok still has more units, but it's going to be Roach Ravager, Ling Bane. I think combined it could be pretty good. It's just you have to be careful engaging the siege tanks. We'll see what happens. 11 Banelings in production, tons of Lings. Gonna have a big army spike for our Zerg player, but our Terran is growing as well. He's trying to get a 4th base up. Terran's going for push. There's no Widow Mines. This is a tank place, so guess what? The debate could be a tech switch into Ling Bane and then go into like Hydra Lurker. Everything's going to be a little delayed there, but he has the ranged attacks. I really like to see it. He's going into melee, so that finishes faster in Carapace. All right, so he wants some punch here, Ling Bane. He has ranged attacks. He had committed to some Ravagers. I have a feeling I'm curious to see if we see a Hydra Viper Lurker composition. That said, it is going to be Drilling Claws. Okay. I think Time knows the army comp now, so he's changing it out to Widow Mines after. That's why he's researching this. He's just got enough tanks out. He's going to switch to a reactor and maybe trade out is his plan. That said, a lot of Lingbane and the Ravagers over here are going to help clean this up, denying more creep damage. And the 4th base is getting set up for Time. Ragnarok at 120 army supply. He's maxed out basically right now at 199 total supply. Time is definitely not there. His army is damn scary though. And the upgrades are looking good. I do like that Ragnarok's keeping up with him a bit now. And he's going into another Evo chamber for the Vipers. He is going into Vipers. And he's going into Ultras and Vipers. Very interesting choice. He does like his Ultras, but I think Lurkers would have been more logical this game. It's really Hydra Lurker, you got the +1. There's tanks, but now that he sees mines, And I think Ultras kind of cost them a little bit of the last game. They were doing fantastic for a while, but at the end of the day, he could have done a much better with lurkers. Okay, that tech switch to Widow Mines happened for Terran. Army supplies looking dead. Pretty close, actually. So we had some trades somewhere. But it's almost dead even. Adrenal Gland's not done. +1 melee. He's going to finish up with +3 Carapace on the way. I believe it's +2 Carapace. And our Terran player is going to go into 2-2. So actually the +2 Carapace is going to finish out pretty nicely with that 2 infantry weapons. And it is going to be 1 ranged and melee attacks for a Zerg player, but still, nonetheless, this is going to be pretty impactful. Queens get some good creep spread out. Let's see what happens here. Great positioning from Time. Can Ragnarok do it? Ragnarok going to try to pounce on this. He's just getting off creep, but that creep is desperately trying to be spread in the middle. Looks like he may lose it. Does he lose a Queen? Queen is saved. But the tanks are going to help allow the Marines to go clean out the creep on the right side. That's at a massive Zerg force over here. But look at these Widow Mines and how split up they are. This is going to... Oh, man. I don't know if that was the fight Ragnarok was looking for. The Banshee even still alive, funnily enough. But we'll see what happens. We don't see any Altars in production. A lot of Lings. Melee +2 on the way. And Carapace +3 is on its way as well. Still being researched. Man, okay, now Time's starting to get some map presence. But look at this creep all across the map. Some of it was killed. But nonetheless, like, Ragnarok still got, like, a ton of active... Well, no, those are all passive. Now he's going to build a hatch. Get that creep spread going even more with more production. Yeah. Our Terran player with a massive army supply lead. He's going to dwindle a little bit. But it's all, like, basically Ling Bane with some Roach Rav. And I guess against the Mines and the... A lot of this actually is going to do okay. Beautiful Parasitic Bomb, by the way, is going to be pretty good. It looks like Ragnarok's doing it. He's got just the right timing behind this. He's going to Nubitize Carapace just now, and he is going to have 2 Ultralisks in production. Add a couple of hatches. Man, our Terran player is trying to get a 5th CC. The problem is, this map, you spread so much creep, you can get blocked. It's not going to for a moment. He doesn't use the Ling. And our Terran player is going to push into this side. All right, Ragnarok's splitting up because he's not sure what's happening, but it might work to his advantage if he catches this little patrol in the center of the map. Oh, never mind, they're not going to move out. A lot of patience from our Terran player. Ragnarok as well, but he's been more the aggressor for a while, but he's actually being smart. Both players just playing it safe. He's going to deny the planetary. Okay, that's pretty big. Widow Mines starting to come in. Oh, no, he's clumped up in all this. Widow Mines will come in. Banelings going into the planetary. Gonna get all the workers. Gonna disintegrate that planetary fortress. And Ragnarok's just... Man, he's so aggressive. That's just what I love about Ragnarok. You got 2 ads? Well, guys, many of my mods, if you do /commercial... and then type the number of seconds. Like, if I take a break, if you ever want to get that for me, when you see the break on your screen is when you can run it. If you just happen to do it /commercial and then type, like, the number 60 for 1 minute ads, which gives us 15 minutes of ad free. I will try to do it, but I'm a little stoned to Reno right now. Okay, Ragnarok's for getting upgrades. And he's still staying on this Ultra Ling Bay tech. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful fungals. Actually, those were Parasitic Bombs. What am I talking about? Ultralisk kind of derping around. A little indecisive play from Ragnarok. He still has a massive army, but it's a little very disjointed all over the map. There are ghosts out now. Ultra does fall. All right. The snipes were OP. No, I'm just kidding. Very good snipes, but nonetheless... Corrosive Vial is going to land, cleaning up the Liberator. Ling's doing God's work. And it is 56 to 89 workers. Ragnarok with extra bases. Is he going to be able to take out this planetary now? He did kill 1. We got Orbital Force there. Planetary is going to eventually try to get out. But I don't think so. Oh no, a little bit of miss micro. The Ultra should have been going for the workers. But we do have an assault over here forcing a lift. Ling's running back in or trying to getting little collateral damage. Trading out some of the Marines and stuff. There's a lot of Widow Mines though. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. That said, we have more Lingbane coming to Spire, Burrow coming down as well. And it's going to get pretty interesting here. Do we get a surround and a Bane bust? We get some... Oh, there we go. It's starting to fall. And that planetary fortress is going to crack. Another one coming in. 6 more workers falling. God damn, Ragnarok is just playing it out so well. Time has been patient, and he's been doing everything right. This is a smaller map. You have to give him credit for clearing out the creep that he did from how goddamn good Ragnarok's been at keeping it together. Corrosive Bile does hit the Orbital Command Center, but does not actually kill the, CC. Anyway, a lot of productions lost for Terran. Let's take a look at what was lost. Yeah, that's a lot. Liberator gonna help clean this up with that orbital. Oh no, he didn't target it. It's gonna go down pretty soon. But yeah, look at this. Our Zerg player again trading almost efficient as the Terran. That's insane. Ragnarok's got blood for Time this game, and Time's hoping he's got it on his side again. But we'll see. I don't think it's looking too good for our Terran. He's got a lot of ghosts. There's a lot of Lingbane, and ghosts are not the best against Lingbane. We do go into flyer attacks, but again, we're only on 2 melee, 1 ranged, and 3 carapace for a Zerg player. I would have liked to see him get +3 melee at the least. But I digress. He's going into infestors. Oh, buddy, did he get pathogen glands? He did not get pathogen glands, so the infestors aren't going to start out with energy, sadly. Ragnarok playing so well. This is just actually an incredible game. Mods are getting scammed by the streamer. I'm just saying, because some of them aren't. It helps them out too. It's only for people who want to. If you're not sub, GG. Ragnarok takes game 2 in a banger of a series. All right, I'm gonna run an ad now. Well, no, I actually gotta wait until I see it. The reason is I have to look. Okay, I'll have my monitor thing up. Sorry about the ads. Into knives and self-defense weapons, so welcome. What a good game. Nah, Time didn't... Well, Liberators help against the Ultralisks a bit, but he didn't... I think he had a later ghost thing. Oof. All right. Very cool stuff. Now, these are some games. All right. Here we go, and the score is now 1-1. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside Now in the red. Give it up for Time from Kitesy Esports in the red. And his opponent in the upper right in the blue. Give it up for Alpha X's Ragnarok. Good shit. Good shit. All right, looks like a pretty standard setup from Time so far. He is got a lot of camera locations going on there. That's pretty wild. And yeah, no proxy Rex. This time it's going to be a 16 hatch standard opener from Ragnarok. Ooh, but yeah, it's a little late to drones. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. I think he was a little late to the drone there. No, he is just going to drone up and was maybe just a mistake, or he was doing something else, rallying. We'll find out here in just a moment. I wasn't trying to scam anybody. Big oof. Chat, chat, chat. I just was mentioning that. All right. Anyway, hatchery's going to come down, and we do have a Reaper on the way. SCV scout's quite late. Yeah, but still, it's not too weird. We saw time do that previously. This time that SCV is going to pay off. It's a little later than the other one because the map's a little smaller. No, it's going to come at about the same time as previously. You remember I asked you to buy and ship me a BB gun? Oh, damn. I'm sorry, buddy. I tried. I don't know why I thought that was weird, but I didn't... It didn't really work. I hope it wasn't a pain for you. Depending on where you're at, New Jersey should be pretty close to go to Pennsylvania. Oof. Alright, alright, alright. Ling's getting a lot of pressure. Drone's starting to take some hits. Ragnarok's doing the best he can to try to keep these alive. Does manage to get the queen out. He doesn't want to overextend with these Lings because he could lose a couple, which is very good for a Terran if he does. So, Reaper Grenade is going to come in, and, well, one of the Lings does fall. Reaper is going to scout the third base, was able to go down without being delayed too much. I think that one may have been I'm not sure. I think that was it was at a pretty good time, but it may have been just a couple seconds delayed. I'm not sure. I did not notice that. All right. With that said, it's going to be Hellions, third CC, probably a Banshee opener again. It could be something cheeky at a time, but we will find out. Damn, I need more water. Holy heck. May see the same build out of time in this game. Ragnarok with that cheeky roach headbutt in game number 2 is so wild. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I wonder if it's certain part areas or something. It's the whole state? That's kind of odd. Pashka. I would imagine they would be... Okay, it's going to be a 2-on-1? Is this... Tell me this is going to be a 2-on-1. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Alright, so we're going to see a 2-on-1 on a time. Ragnarok going into a lair, has Metabolic Boost finishing up here, is taking his second gas, and, well, he's got back to saturating his first one. Curious to see the reaction. Usually you're relying on a lot of queens for 2-on-1 pressure, and obviously Ling reinforcements. If you have a Baneling, that's great. Thanks for the follow, Son of Vulcan. Anyway, Son of Vulcan, welcome, Mr. Spock. Alright, anyway, it's going to be a Nidus Worm from Ragnarok. Let's go. He's bringing us some cheeky play. We're going to have a Nidus Ling Flood against 2-on-1. This is going to be weird. Stem is going to complete here soon, and the 2 medevacs are on their way. I think this is going to be the timing. He's going to have... No eBay just yet. I believe it's just going to be Stim. Yeah, Ragnarok doesn't have a read over this yet, but he's just going to go in and blindly check for this. Look at this. Time is starting to patrol for a potential Nidus. Let's take a look in his vision. Time does see the Nidus forming, but I don't know if he's actually reacted to... He isn't. He kind of hesitates. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He's going to get in defense. It's going to be a Ling Flood, so with that said... Queens in the back. Oh, no! Queens were not A-moving. Now we get some transfuses out. Ling's coming in from behind this. Oh, no, a Queen gets knocked forward. He's going to pull them back in. Oh, some of them fall. Only 5 workers, not the trades we're looking for here. Nidus Network's going in. Lings in the front are going to try to breach the wall, but there's not much micro for the moment. Both Nidus Worms cleaned up. He could have got a lot more done, but the Lings were all attacking the center supply depot. That was a bit of a... I think that was a misclick. He needed to attack the area. You bought a dewormer in your cat from Australia? Yeah, dude, we had to do the same thing on Amazon or something. My girlfriend did that for my cats at one point when they somehow got worms. I think Charlie got outside or something. I don't know why that's the case, though. Like, that's something that you really I don't know. Maybe it's because they want you to see a bet, but... I have no idea why dewormer medicines over-the-counter illegal or whatever. I don't know. I think that's why, right? Anyway, it's a 3-hatch Zerg at 56 drones to 53 from time. It's going to be a Roach Ravager attack after. Niduses were deflected. It's a lot of lings on the map, but a very low econ for a Zerg. He's only on 3 hatches, and this is going to be a big Marine tank push with combat shields as well from time. That said, there's no Banelings. It's going to be a Roach Ravager, and I don't know how well that's going to go. Oh, he's trying to get us around, gets a couple Marines, but that's it. Meanwhile, it's a trap. It's a push from the other side. Marines dropping out a little here and there on the lings on the one side, but it's only Roach Ravager chasing this down. There is 2 tanks, but they're getting chased down pretty good. I think he could have got it, but guess what? It's going to be a double Marine drop going into the main for... Oops, I don't know why that went there. In the main for time, but the Spore Crawlers are doing good work. 4th hatch attempted, but I don't know why he's doing it. He knows the drop's right there. This is going to be a nasty Terran multi-prong. He gets the kill on the hatch. Ragnarok's getting picked apart here. He did not need that. With that said, this is going to be a push into the 3rd now. And yeah, there's not much to contest. It's not a high queen count. No spores. So no spores on the 3rd, 4th, etc. So very unlucky he didn't get a cancel. Our Terran player is doing just fine now. Trades well in his favor this game. Oh man, poor time coming with the Nidus play. It was just build order countered because time was pushing out with those 2 medevacs right then, but didn't make it across. If he was further across the map, certainly there would be a lot more damage dealt. Like 100%. Oh no, the Ravagers are in some trouble. More Armorphin, however. Baneling Nest is done, but I don't think this army can beat this off. Oh, he does scare him away, however. All the lings camped over here. Centrifugal hooks and melee going down for Zerg. He does have Carapace. It's only 1 Evo before, so that's why he's a little behind on it. Corrosive Bile's trying to scare away the medevacs. Okay, he's going to breach the rocks over here. That said, this is going to be scouted by the medevacs. Oh, God. And that's going to be a big catch for Ragnarok. He's going to have to regroup. Centrifugal hooks is on the way, but not done. And he has 0 banelings made. That's going to be rough. Oh, no, he goes right into the meat grinder of Terran. Ravagers on the left, even morphing in and walking forward, engaging the army. The Baneling Nest is very exposed over here. That's going to go down well before Centrifugal hooks has done. Only 4 Banes being morphed. I think time's just going to move forward. Time is going to move forward. I'm pretty sure this is a kill. Yeah, drones getting desperately pulled. All that tech. +1 being denied. Vehicle weapons finishing up. And this is just too much Terran. Not like this. Not like this. It was a cool idea, but that build was a little countered by build order, but well done. Time just ultimately won pretty decisively. Oh, wow. GG. Damn. GG's. Okay, it's gonna be time versus dark. Sorry, guys. I had to get some water. That was an incredible game. Okay, we got a game. All right, we got a lobby. We're gonna be going soon. Pretty based. Good series. This is going to be another TVZ, this time Dark versus time. Very cool stuff. Very good games. All right. We will be starting soon. Oops, I'm going to get off teamliquid.net for this shit, because I made a mistake. Accidentally clicked on it. All right. This one's going to be a banger. We're just waiting for the vetoes, guys. And we got more. The Son of Vulcan. What a cool name. I like my Star Trek thing. Yeah, and the Brawler Club. SDC got me going on the drinking. That's what it was, too. There may or may not be a cheeky SDC and Dave Brawlers Club cast on some drunk Canadian stream next week. That could be a lot of fun. Okay, we got our maps. We are getting into this. It's going to be exciting. For sure. Man, oh man. They're just getting our last maps picked here and we're good to go. Could have grabbed a cola about it. I'm gonna try to watch the caffeine and stuff and get in sleep mode. Sleepy Dave. Big oof. Low turnout today, but hey, I'm glad everybody showed up for the most part. And I know I've had a lot of good StarCraft with Home Story Cup. I wish I didn't cast earlier on that. Tomorrow I'm going to be hanging with the girlfriend, so I got to make sure I'm somewhat up to clean off my car. I should have done that. Hey, Google, what's the weather?
Right now, unit 31 degrees.
For sure, Thorn. For sure. It's a grudge match. It is definitely a rematch, so good stuff. Good to see a Thorn as well. Yeah, for those of you that are up for this, I'm sad they didn't have a TeamLiquid.net event for it. And our game is starting. I gotta find the command for that. Pashka, my bed. The cat says hello by waving his tail. That cat is really cute, Gene Sim. 1 minute toilet. I'm gonna grab a Coca. Well, I say Coca-Cola. I'm a little out of it. Well, we're waiting for water. You guys will hear it does. And my thoughts are after this to clean up. Yeah, I'm going to try to go to bed. I'm going to try my best to watch some of it, but I'm going to be hanging with my girlfriend tomorrow. Should I enter the maps for Time versus Ragnarok? I'm not sure. All right, guys, little... We got a game. Hopefully this isn't too much caffeine, because I'm going to try to get some sleep. Home Story Cup, I might ask tomorrow night that nobody spoil it. Because I might have to, like I said, I might be busy. If I get some sleep, I'll have enough time to watch some of it. I would be shocked if I could go to sleep tonight, but I figure we're in the right conditions. Few too many, whatever. Anyway, it's the best of 5. This is the grand finals. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Waterfall, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Give it up for Dark in the blue. And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Kitesy. It is Time in the red. Another banger TVZ series, this time a best of 5. I can get you the maps if you need them. Oops, I have something goof up here. Sorry about that. Not a problemo, though. Alright. Yeah, everything's coming up pretty standard from Time in this game. There's going to be no proxy racks. It's going to be a 16 pool from Dark. So, not surprisingly, Dark going for a cheeky play. Is he going to go for a roach headbutt's the question. I'm curious to see what build Dark's got for us. That very cute cat is Charlie in my background. Oh, it's Charlie. Charlie. He's a good kitty. Hatchery is going to go down next. And there's his gas. So it looks like a Reaper expand probably. So this will be scouted by Mr. Time. Wait, did Time send an SCV? He didn't send an SCV scout yet. He's going to now? No? Yeah. All right, he is doing an 18 scout or 20 scout. Wow. Right off the barracks. Still, that's enough time where the hatchery is going to show it's not complete. And he might get a read on this Roach Warren. It is going to be a Roach Headbutt from Dark. He does like doing them. And obviously with the CC first build, which you're usually going to have, can make things a little difficult. That said, SCV is going to scout the 2 Lings out early and the hatch and try to get back. So he is going to go into a Marine. He'd still try to hold this. But deflecting these 2 Lings is going to be huge. Wait, did he cancel the yeah. No, he's keeping the Reaper defensively. He really could have gotten a read on this Roach Warren. He may know what's coming. We do have the factory coming. Still going to a reactor. I almost don't hate a Tech Labra as a response, but by the time the Roach Rav comes, it could be pretty deadly. Sorry. All right. It makes your legs want to run, restless legs. Everyone knows Cyril has to win every home story cup. I mean, it's looking pretty good. I felt so bad for Showtime. I thought he did pretty well. Beyond beating Cyril was very... Those were really cool games, Thorn. We were talking about that earlier. Definitely some really, really good games. Good quality stuff. Bunker is going to be down. We don't have Ravagers here just yet. There's one going to be coming in, though. Orbital Command Center does make its way in. The Ravs are coming up the bunker. Desperately trying to get up the Cyclone on the way is pretty good. Reaper trying to be annoying, forcing some attention away from this. SCB's not going to be able to repair any of this. That wall's going down. Third CC behind this. What a madman. We don't have a starport attempted. We have nothing. Oof. SCV's trying to repair some of this, the reactor, and whatever they can, but they're going to start taking damage from the Ravs. Overseer's going to be, or Overlord's going to be helpful. Cyclone is out, however, and this is going to take some microing from both players. I kind of don't hate the third CC, just needs to keep all this alive, get another Cyclone out, and it's all shut down. These Ravs are taking a bit of a beating. The Roaches in the front as well, and we're going to see a little forward aggression from Time. Time is cleaning it up. Yeah, I think the Marines are going to help body block a little bit. He's going to clean up both Ravagers. The push is shut down and Time is delayed. He does not have a third hatch. In fact, Metabolic Boost just starting is a little rough too. That said, it's a 3cc build, so Starport's just coming. Our Terran Tech is behind. He did lose a supply depot before, so I had to build one down here, which supply blocked him a bit. But yeah, Dark is actually ahead in workers. Still, we have a couple Cyclones to put pressure on our Zerg player to try to force a cancel on the third. Every time you do that, it's big. Second Cyclone coming, some Marines, but there's going to be some Roaches out. Two Cyclones together aren't going to want to engage that. Roaches aren't going to want to engage that anyway, but we'll see. Guitar? Oh boy. I don't know how I'm going to play guitar with Dark and Time. Maybe after. I'm feeling the... I might have to do an IOU or an after this, because we'll see how, if I'm tired after. We'll see how long the series goes. But that was a very good hold from our Terran player. Yeah, he's on 3 CCs. He's going to start mining off of it in a bit. Just getting enough SCVs to be prepared. It's going to be Marine tank follow-up. Yeah, he's getting stem. Third rack's coming. No starport still. Oh, Beyond getting better and better for sure. Beyond is going to be in good form, I have a feeling. A lot of people hate on Beyond, but he's still one of my favorite Terran players. Beyond just has a really cool style. He has a lot of different builds under his belt. Obviously a mechanical madman. He just sometimes does some YOLO moves, but those YOLO moves are what make his games cool. Excuse me. Fourth hatch is going down, which is not a bad idea for a Zerg player considering he's just saturating his third, which he finally got up. The delay was huge. That said, stem is going to be completed. We don't have any E-bays. We don't have any starport. This is going mass racks. Okay, starport is just now going to go down. He is going to a tech lab. Is he getting a Raven? I think he might go for a Raven to clear creep spread. Is he going into Banshees? I don't know, but we got +1 and combat shields coming down behind this. So 1-1 is on the way for a Terran player, but he's not going for medevacs. It looks like, okay, he is. He hit a mistake. Oh no, he built this tech lab for more tank production because he went into combat shields somewhere. Oh no, he didn't go into combat shields. Just stem in 1-1. All right, never mind. Caster man, a little dazed and confused, if you will. All right, okay, it's a Ling. I thought he was going to go to take a 5th. I'm like, you madman. Where did that money come from? All right, it's going to be a double medevac push from Time. Time just kind of defensively setting up here. Trying to get back into this. And it is going to be 1-1 timed with 1-1 from our Zerg. So I don't know. Our Zerg player is looking pretty good now, but he's very invested in the Roach Rav. Dark does have a higher supply cap, so he will be able to churn out a bunch of Lings, and he is right now. He has 76 drones, which is plenty. Ooh, bunch of Marines lost to the Corrosive Biles. It would look like. All right, Army's kind of camping up here. 4th base starting to get saturated, and yeah. The Roach Rav Army pushing out toward the center of the map, trying to deflect any creep spread denial. And Dark is taking a 5th base. That said, we don't have a... Okay, we do have a 4cc going down here. And Combat Shields is going to finish up. That said, 2 Marine drop. Oh! Trying to go into the 3rd. There's no Queen. There are some Lings. Afterburner did go on cooldown. And the Roach Ravager is just on top of this. Meanwhile, Centrifugal Hooks and 2-2 are on the way for our Zerg player. Our Terran player is just on 1-1. He forgot to get 2-2. This is looking a little rough for Time. Army supply in favor of Dark 2 is also not good. He's going to try to clear out some of this creep, and he's going to try to get a drop over here. There is, yeah, it's going to be a little rough, and full surround or not, only 2 Marines died. Totally worth it. This Ling right here is going to actually be a bit of a problem for Time, but he did scout this base, though it was very well defended by our Zerg player. Drilling Claws on the way, and we do have 2-2 just started up now for a Terran player. Adrenal Glands, because we do have the Hive. We do have some Vipers in production, and they're going to go get some energy off the macro hatch. Oh, that said, this Terran force is going to push in over. Biles don't catch it. We'll see what happens. And that base looks like it's in a lot of trouble. Our Zerg Army trying to make some Banelings, but not going to do so. That is 1 dead hatch. This force just chilling over here. Time's being patient. He did some little trades earlier. Or tried to, and even trying to force some friendly fires. He only lost not much there. Oh, I didn't even see that Widow Mine. Oh, very crazy stuff. Yeah, the trades are looking pretty even this game. These guys are playing very well. That said, this push is drop is scouted rather, and is going to be denied. Oh, this army's very injured. It is going to get surrounded, but he's going to lose 4 units. Well, 4 supply and a medevac. It could have been a Marauder and 2 Marines. Not exactly sure. Oh yeah, Scarlet's games. Yeah, I was so weird to see Scarlet with that much of a bank. That one game you guys are talking about. We're giving spoilers here anyway. Widow Mine's launching down, and oh no, the Corrosive Biles cleaning them up. This is pretty wild stuff. Guys, is my casting sucking today? Thorn didn't know, but we took a little couple puffs off the pre-roll. Oh, the Vipers are totally exposed. That's 3 Vipers with full energy. Not like this, Dark. Dark's doing incredibly well, I think. But that said, he didn't want to lose it. He has a 5th CC going down. Planetary Fortress already established for his 4th. And our Zerg player is going to have his 5th and 6th base back. 6, he's probably going to have to push over. But no, look at Dark's fight is insane. As great as Time's been playing, Dark comes in with a full 360 surround. Ew, man, Time's losing the tank. He's losing everything. Not a lot over here. There's a couple Widow Mines which are detected. 1 off cooldown. Couple over here. Army supply looking rough for Time at the moment. It's just, you know, basically the rally points are catching back up over here. The creep spread is just everywhere. Creep going over here. Another hatchery going down for Dark. Is going to be a little scary. Dark's going to push the issue into the 3rd and breach this wall. He's going to have Overseer Vision to launch some Corrosive Biles. Is going to do so. Is going to get the supply depot. Couple Widow Mines coming in. Meanwhile, Time doing his best to try to get some kind of aggression done on the other side of the map. And this is the hard part for Terran. This map is so small. Creep spread so quick. Time is going to have a hell of a time holding this. The Roach Rat comes in the front, however. But there is some Banelings behind us. The Ling Bling going to be a little helpful. Widow Mine getting target flare. 1 is going to be disengaged. Oh, 1 lands, cleans up all the Banelings basically, but the 4 in the back. Sensor tower is going to fall. And my god, this game. 5th base is down finally for Time at 12 minutes. He is going into Ghosts. I like the transition. We do have +3 Carapace and Melee going. We don't have a We don't have like lurker den, or we have no hydra den. We don't even have an infestation pit, but we didn't see Dark going to infestors. Oh, Widow Mines do engage before. That is before they were shot down. And a couple lucky Widow Mines did save the day there, though Dark is ahead in army supply. This is going to be a 3-3, and +3 infantry weapons going to finish for time, but he forgot to get armor. He's going into personnel cloak with his ghost. The ghosts are coming behind this. It's just Roach, Ravager, Ling, Viper. This is so weird out of Dark. I think he's missing his infestors. But at the same time, Ghost may not be as good for a lot of the Ling Bane. Oh, does the Widow Mine land get it? No, it does not. The Overseers are coming to clutch the tanks, trying to do something behind us. Corrosive Biles coming everywhere. Widow Mines being a nuisance. And 9 workers fall for our Terran player. It is 77 to 69 workers. This is crazy. Let's take a look at the graphs while this fight's happening. What a dumb time to put it up. But oh well. Oh my god, these Biles, the Banelings, this is looking nuts. 11 workers fall at the third base for time. But can he come back? His army supplies dwindling, but it's looking scrappy for both players. We got a lot of Ling reinforcements. A very segmented Terran. He does still have some Widow Mines. Would like to see some more and get off Ghost. He's hammering on this Ghost production, but I really think he needs more Widow Mines. Like, this is not a high-tech army from Dark, less the Vipers. I've just never seen him do... He's investing into so many Ravagers, but he might transition out and just go pure Ling Bane. And then we'll see the Infestors maybe, but I think he's fearing the Ghost. That is why Time made those Ghosts. Be prepared for anything, but he could actually get EMP against Dark if he makes that transition, but I think it's going to be Ling Bling. So he's going to have to go back to Marine Marauder Mine, which I like a little better. Oh man, Widow Mine's getting some good damage. Holy crap. Holy heckin' heck, as Bang would say. Thank you for the follow, Krista. Oh my good lord. It's all getting cleaned up here. Ghost getting a lot of damage done. Roasty Toasty, 14 SCVs fall because the 5th base dropped at the bottom right corner. Time's hanging on for dear life. His Ghost Hit Squad does take out a base, but I don't know how consequential it is when he loses his 5th. He's going to go try to take a 5th on this location. He's done a decent job of pushing some of the creep back, but now the Zerg army is coming in to the right. This is a lot of Ling Bane with some Ravagers to seal the deal. There's no surround with the SCVs. This is dead. DED dead. Ghost Academy is even going to be exposed. Time is going to seal us up. Widow Mine's getting a decent amount of shots. There's a 3rd one up above, which might be helpful. Nothing to defend over here. It's a base race. Dark is feeling base raid trade-erific. Marauders and Marines cleaning up some of the Widow Mines. Ravagers fighting on the front line. Not being microed because, well, this is where things get crazy. Time looks omega dead, but he's trying to get game-ending damage on the other side of the map. There are those Infestors a lot later. They're getting sniped. This army needs to be picked up, but the Fungals... Oh, it is Dark with his juicy Fungals. He does land one, and it may be enough to help. Scrappy game. CC's flying overextended. GG. Dark does it. When it's winners shitting on players, okay? You like the Ling Bane Rabbit? It's weird. But to stay on that late in the game is usually not too wise. It is usually not too wise. Man. Guitar, Tink, remind me to play guitar if I'm up for a bit, but I'm going to have to lose the stream delay after if I do that. I might play one. I wanted to play all night, but... So Dark is taking game number 1. All right. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of inside now in the red. Give it up for Dark. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for Time in the blue. Dark is up a game. It's best of 5. It's the finals of the EPT Open Cup number 154 Asia. Yeah, you're right, though. 7 Banes is about correct. Like, realistically, that's a hard thing, though. Some games you'll play, there's some weird mech players that will transition to Ghost from mech. And it ends up, like, if they end up going, like, it's one of the craziest things I found to fight is, like, just a super high advanced ballistic liberator Ghost troll build. With, of course, Widow Mines. It's like there's a counter to a counter to a counter.
Hey, who wants to have some fun?
Hey, thanks for the raid, Pilly Pilly. Good job, Dave. Thank you, man. We're on a 2-minute stream delay here. So you won't see this, but it is up, brother. Good job, Pilly Pilly. Thank you. And a hatch is going down. Dark going for another cheeky build to pull first. He's going to do more roach headbutts in game number 2.
Imagine simping. Good job, Dave.
You can't see the game, Jace? Oh, she's talking about ads. Well, I tried to run a commercial before, and it didn't seem to work, I guess. I do apologize. Maybe it wasn't enough commercial time. I was trying to sneak one in the break. All right, looks like a pretty standard setup. Safety supply depot, though, from Time. I don't hate it. Tooling's going to go out. The SCV's going to scout exactly what this is, or most likely. Dark does have a few other cheeky builds, but it does look like a roach headbutt. Let's see what happens here. Like, could be a 1-1-1. We'll see. But he basically just has to defend. Reaper standing guard, looking for roaches, but the Lings ended up not finding their way across the map. Usually you take those 2 Lings and try to get pressure on the CC so you deny it. It's one common thing, but that's why the Reaper was standing back. Not really being aggressive with it because he knows what's coming up, basically. We don't see a Roachborn. Okay, it is going to be fast metabolic boost. Very interesting play from Dark. Like, if you have +3 attack Banes, it depends on the upgrades. And that last game, funnily enough, it would have taken 5 Banes because Time did forget to get +3 ground armor, Thorn and Gene Sim. So I think it would have been a lot different because if he had that armor, I think he would have saved. He had a better shot in some of those trades in that game, but I digress. This is going to be a different play. This could be 2-base Muta. He's trying to deny the scouting, and let's take a look at what Time scouted here. Oops, sorry, Time didn't scout anything. So he's going to think this is a roach headbutt, possibly, and set up. No, he's going into stim. All right, it's a 2-1-1. It could be 3 Rex Factory, but I think it's going to be a 2-1-1 out of Time. That said, it's going to be 2-base Muta. Most likely, yeah, it is. There we go, the 4 gases. We saw this a little earlier from our previous series. There's the Spire. Nice, solid 4-minute Spire. And he's just going to drone down our Terran player. Well, Army Supply is looking pretty similar. Hellions are out. The problem with this is there's not a ton of Queens. He does have 3. No creep connect in the main to the Nat, though. And there's that 3rd hatch going down later, of course, with this build. But yeah, let's see what happens here from our Terran player. He is going into a reactor, so he might start getting Widow Mines out. But he made it. I think he's just going to swap. It's a 2-on-1. He's going for a timing with Stim and 2 Medivacs. But that said, Mutas could even catch that. A lot can happen in either player's advantage when you go 2-on-1 against 2-base Muta. A lot can happen from my observations. Not really from me doing the builds. And, because I don't usually do 2-base Muta. Should probably do 2-base Muta against Terran. Anyway, when I'm playing Zerg, maybe I'll have a better win rate sometimes if I do 2-base Muta. Just gotta learn the timings. While learning them by executing them, it's different knowing them from the game, watching it. But anyway, that's another story. Okay, double medevac drop going out. Gonna go pressure the third base, which is a little later. And the 4 Hellions are gonna make this extra scary. We do have a double eBay tank follow-up with combat shields. Very standard for 2-on-1. We do have 8 mutas in production so far with flyer attacks on the Spire. There's the mutas. We're not at Bane 30 yet. Starting to get some. He had a couple drones go over that were over Satch. That's about it. Oh no. Oh wow. Muta's coming in clutch. Gonna pounce right on the Marines and the medevacs. Do they get him? Afterburn's probably gonna be activated, but both. Oh, what a cleanup from Dark. Just a sick play. Like I said, it could be a build order counter a little bit, but behind it we do have Widow Mines in production. In fact, let's take a look. Do we have any? Nope. It's a tank and some Marines. No medevacs. He should just jump right on top of this. Oh, he's going for the missile turret. Actually, that's a pretty good catch. Now there's a lot of Marines. It's a little scarier. Combat shields hasn't finished, though, and that's what I'm getting at. He's not super high committal to Mutas. More coming in. He does have the Baneling that's coming. 2-base Muta actually wreaking havoc. Doesn't get the tank, but does get a little damage on it. Delays one of the racks in production. That's actually kind of nice from Dark. Dark going for 2 more gas. 2 Evos. I don't like when Zerg techs in the third that much. We're at a time where there's no Hellion run-bys and stuff, but it leaves you exposed in a timing attack. But you think he feels confident. Dark's kill 8 SCVs. A bunch of Marines just getting damaged left and right, and he's trading very efficiently. He's going to start losing mutas if he's not careful. But look at that muta control. All that for 1 mutalist death. Man, this is looking pretty crazy. Behind this creep spread's looking pretty nice. All things considered when you're that delayed on hatch. All right, the muta's trying to keep the army busy. The third trying to line again. It is very damaged. So a shame he didn't jump on that. Baneling Nest is done. We are going into 1-1 and centrifugal hooks from our Zerg player. Damn. This is a hell of a game. The muta control of Dark is always something impressive. Something I've always liked about him. As greasy as his plays can be, and I'm like cringing for whoever his opponent may be, Terran or Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. Dark always has some cheeky plays, but his muta control just on it's standard build. It's, you know, his muta control is just absolutely incredible. Time is no pushover. Let's be real. There's a ton of mutas. All right, that said, we are going into flyer attacks +2. If you guys remember earlier I mentioned, that is usually what you want to do when you're going mutas. +2 flyer attacks do so well. It was Ragnarok actually playing this, and unfortunately he didn't get into +2 flyer attacks. I think it's 100% worth it. I think the game state was a little different from the build orders, but man, both of these guys were good at 2-base muta play. All right, a couple mutas are traded out, unfortunately, for Dark. That said, Time is doing a pretty good job defending. He's not able to get across the map, though, so that's the problem. The mutas are doing work, keeping Terran back home, and he's got to deny a base. That said, this little hit squad here might clean up the Lings. Yeah, he's going to push him back. No Banelings in production yet. The muta's not able to pounce on anymore, and our Terran player should be starting a 4th base soon, unless he goes for a massive 3-base, kind of all in. All right, that said, +2 Carapace is gonna, or +1 Carapace is gonna finish. +2 melee is on the way. Wow, Dark's just keeping up with those upgrades. 2-2 is on the way for a Terran player, which is about the best thing going for him with 2-on-1. He's going Marine tank still. It's a lot of mutas, and flyer attacks is gonna kick in here eventually too. It's gonna be just too hard to fight it. He should be building some Widow Mines. I don't know why he's not building more Widow Mines, and he's going in. You don't want Marine tank, you want Marine Widow Mine, bruh. Marine tanks will be nice later, maybe for the like if it's an ultra switch, and that's if. But that said, you're really look at that one cheeky Widow Mine right there. I think going into mine production, if not, he's still keeping tank production up. Tanks do be strong, but +2 flyer attacks finishing up makes this extremely deadly. We're going to see our first Banelings being morphed on this side of the map for a surround. And a couple Marines getting traded out. Mutas. Going to go catch some of this. Nice changeling right there. I do like this. So Even with some creep spread dying, he's going to have some vision in some locations. Muta's afraid to engage this, but I think they honestly could at that point, but that's why more Terran is just spread up here, and we'll see what happens. Nice little split off from Dark. Dark splitting the Ling Bane from the Mutas in the center, and he wants to try to get a surround and get a run by. Orbital is still damaged at the third base location, and we are just... No, we're not seeing a... Yeah, this is a 3-base all-in, basically. Unless you circumstantially get into something weird. He looks like he has enough SCVs for a fourth. The wall is going to be down. Oh, no. Yeah, because this is a big-ass parade push. They're maxed out. He's going to want to raise the wall. He's forgetting about the fact that a Bane Inquisition could come in. And speaking of Bane Inquisitions, oh, nice pre-splits. Before he jumped on creep, that would have been disastrous, but the Ling Bane's going to come right into the main, and or natural and main. Hit the third base, clean up 35 workers. Our Terran player is all in right here. He needs to just get game-ending damage. Denies ground carapace level 2. Workers trying to go to the side. He should go kill these drones. Kill the drones. Oh, he's pushing in the natural. He's going from all 3 directions. He needs to kill these Banes. It's more like it. He is going to stutter step, cleaning most of them up. He still needs to get more. They're about to finish. Not a Bane gets out. Oh my god, this game's crazy. Widow Mine's in defense. Alright, we're going to start seeing some raised structures. He wants to save some of his production just in case. There's 15 to 45 workers, but there's not many bases left for Zerg. Air Carapace, Flyer Carapace not going to come. Our Zerg player going to come back with all these Banes. It's full on base race. Does he deny Carapace? Oh, Muta Carapace denied. Spire going down. 5 Mutas in production. 2 are going to probably die instantly if the eggs even live that long. Nope. And it looks like Ty may be doing it. That said, though, the Mutas, Ty may want to be... Yeah, he's kind of stuck on this side of the map. This is going to get close. One of the orbitals falls. More barracks are falling. Time is having a hell of a time dealing with this. And there's a lot of Ling Bane. The army in favor of Dark at that. And it's a lot of siege tank. Oh, I don't think this base race is going to work. Dark does have the base in the corner, but he's lost all his tech. He has an Evo randomly. This game is scrappy. Muta's catching more of the barracks. The CC died. Time's gonna be revealed. Yeah, he doesn't have a CC. He's got 2 E-bays finishing 3-3. Alright, well, he's revealed. All the structures for a Zerg player are over here. Another hatch is going down. I think our Terran may lose the base trade. He could kill the Mutas technically, but there's so many Ling Bane. So much Ling Bane. Yeah, this is where it gets rough. He's no way to scan creep. And our Zerg player can keep taking hatches. Realistically, an Evo chamber, a gas over here, a hatchery over here for a Zerg player. Structures falling for our Terran player. Oh no! And his army's gonna leave it exposed. And with creep, you can see this. He should cheekily try to fly one away after, but he needs to defend these and kill the structures. Because these Mutalisks are just gonna be able to destroy him with +2. Yeah, I think this is gonna be game. +2, that's literally gonna win Dark the game. I'm calling it now. Dark had enough money for hatches. Time has money, but he doesn't have a single worker, doesn't have a CC, and that's the last structure. Oh, very unlucky for Time. Damn. That's gotta feel really bad. It was so close. Full-on base trade game. Incredible stuff. God damn. All right. Moving on to game number 3. Can Time come back? He's going to need 3 to win it. We'll see what happens from here. Yeah, Thorn, I hear that. That is big true, too. In the late game, Ghosts get... There's definitely timings, too, for it, but Ghosts get hella strong against, like, everything. It feels like, at the same time, your best bet is Banes. Ling Bane in the end. They're not going to be in as high numbers as Bio, so you can get an easy surround on them. But otherwise, they can snipe everything. Crazy base trade. And yeah. We're just waiting for the players, and here we go. Very, very cool stuff. If Dark wins this, that's it. That would be it. It would be under in possibly sub 2 hours. Depending on how the game goes, but time certainly could take it back. And we'll see here in game number 3. All right. Oops. Almost had a little mistake here. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, representing Kitesy. Give it up for Time. And his opponent in the upper right, give it up for Dark from Dragon Phoenix Gaming in the red. Yeah, this is the grand finals. So, for some reason, I missed the other ones. Because I'm guessing it's daylight savings time or something. And yeah. That was a scrappy game number 2 for sure, though. Looks pretty standard. Okay, it's going to be 16 hatch from our Zerg player. All right. And thank you guys for hanging out. I should have ran an ad. I didn't have time to really run an ad, I didn't think, but it did take a minute just so you guys wouldn't be interrupted in the game. Hopefully it didn't. 2-minute delay, actually. You may not have cut it. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness. A little bit of mistakes were made from Dark. He was trying to fix some mining and accidentally clicked all the workers. So that did cost him a little bit of income. Right there. That for sure. But you could tell when the orbital came out, or the orbital came down. We had Mule coming right now as well. Definitely in the early game, that is pretty significant. Little mistakes like that can cost you a lot at this level. But Dark's probably feeling pretty confident still. He's got a 2-game advantage in the finals. And they cleared through it all earlier. 17 players tonight that signed up. Dark looks like he's going to be able to get that 3rd hatch uncontested. Will take some Ling damage, but he has to be careful with this Ling control. Ooh, 2 more Lings popping out. Do like it. Kind of like how... Very similar to how Ragnarok opens. But I think he just wanted to make sure he was safe against Mr. Reaper, man. He got the 3rd hatch, so he's fine. He's not rushing Metabolic Boost. Interestingly enough, he pulled off gas. But just short. So he's going to have a little delayed Metabolic this game. It is Dark what we're talking about, but still means he's going to catch up on his economy a little bit. Still, Time. He'll hammer it up. He's ahead economically. And Dark with just a few more units. Again, no Metabolic Boost. I'm curious to see what Dark does now. Yeah. He's just been on 1 drone gas. I'm really confused to what the plan is from Dark. He's now getting more. He's in drop the Roach Warren. He's in got... I don't understand. Okay, he's going to fast layer. He is going to fast layer. This is interesting out of Dark. Guess what we have here? This is certainly not going to be Advanced Ballistic Liberators, folks. We got battle cruisers coming. Big battle cruiser operational. We are 100% getting a BC build out of Time. Time is going to come out with a Banshee. He's going to hope that Dark scouts this out as just a Banshee opener 3cc. It's not going to be the case. 100%. With 2 Reaper, 2 Hellion Harass might tell Dark something. I think he's going to go into his Spire. He may have a read already that this is BC somehow. He hasn't got information, but if he drops a Spire, he could go into Corruptors. But he doesn't even have link speed. I don't like that. He'll at least get link speed. He's been pumping out Queens. And there it is. Battle Cruiser is on the way, folks. It is going to be a BC build. That said, a couple racks coming down. Yeah, he just got 2 racks right now. Going into the 3-1-1 follow-up with a Battle Cruiser. Getting a reactor for one of the barracks. So he's going to have Stim behind this as well. Decent number of Hellions in the Reaper. Going to try to get some damage, but Dark not really in a super hurry to take it. He may take this base for his 4th, but I'm not so sure. We'll see what happens. Spire is going down. Metabolic boost just starting at 5 minutes. Crazy stuff. This could really work to our Zerg player's advantage if he gets a read. But he's done no scouting in the main. That would totally be worth sacking that Overlord if he pathed it right. But there's a Marine here and a Marine here and more coming out now. Earlier on, he had a chance to move that Overlord to get some vision. I think that may work out okay, but we'll see. Right now, the Queens are out of position. There is a Spore. Better than nothing, I guess. Spore does a little more DPS than Queens, but we will be able to see some Corruptors come out here if he has enough gas. Dark doesn't really. He's getting Mutas? He's still going for Mutas. Okay, the Queens scaring this away a bit. Force some lost mining time, but the Hellions are going to come back. A couple Queens in defense over here, but they're not going to be able to wall off, forcing more lost mining time. But he is going to prevent some of the drone cleanup. No toasty roasty drones. There isn't another battle cruiser behind us. It's going to be Stim Bio. But a lot of tech labs are finishing up, and there's not a ton of Marines. So we'll see what happens here. Queen's getting in position to defend. Drone's trying to go back. Zerg is definitely mission. They had a 4th base probably as this goes on, but he's going to need Corruptors more than BCs. Oh, that said, Battle Cruiser is going to get chiseled away at here a little bit. And yeah, this is a pretty spicy game. That said, oh, Mutas. Cleaning up all the Hellions, but they're going to debate into a bunch of Marines. I do believe, yeah, the Battle Cruiser did go down, so that was a nice catch from Dark. Same time, Dark is just committing, doubling down on this, going into the Baneling Nest, not rushing a 4th. He does have 3 base saturation, mostly, but it's still a low worker count for both players. The push is going to be scouted, but if he gets a Ling Run by, this could be huge. He's going to pick off a tank, and it does make it inside. Oh, man. He's forcing Terran back. Muta's going to come behind, pick off a medevac, and maybe a tank. Dark with some very big plays there. Oh, he gets another medevac. Keeping the medevac low could be good, but it is a +1 stem timing. Combat shields is going to finish up here for a Terran player. That said, we do have centrifugal hooks coming. And that's about it for tech for our Zerg. He is going to get a 4th base at the 3 o'clock at the 3 o'clock position. Muta's trying to get some collateral damage again, but Stem's done. Makes it a little dicey when they're +1 Marines. These are no upgraded Mutas. Looks like they're trying to get that supply depot, but SCVs should make it just in time, pun intended. The Ling Muta cleaning up some of the Marines, and I think this supply depot is a point of interest. A lot of these supply depots are going to be taken down. We do have Banelings in production, but a little late. Queen's trying to stall. Buy some time. All the time. Oh my god, it's too funny. You might say this happens all the time. Actually, it's looking very rough for him. Dark coming in from the back. He's going to come in with Mutas, and a lot of the Marines got cleaned up. The medevacs are running lower on energy, but still have some tanks getting cleaned up in the fight, unable to siege. And the 2 tanks survive for now, but Mutas are chasing them down. Afterburner running out. Does he get a tank and a medevac? Oh, that was a nice drop from Time. Time's on the push again. Dark does have more army supply. Doesn't have any Banelings to his avail. That said, he has to be careful not to engage us too hard. Creep's done. But he did see there's 2 damage tanks. More coming behind. It's just a rally. This is a 2 base all in from Time now. Dark did manage to get his 4th hatch, but he's just using it for more production. He's just at his same mining. It's a 2 base all in. Oh man, this is interesting shit. Interesting shit. Muta's trying to get rid of some of these tanks. We do get one. Dark's Muta control is so good. It's kind of like when you think of Solar's Ling Bane play. I think of Dark's Muta and Mutafaster control. It's just so fucking sick. So sexy. I like the pre-splits from Time here, because he's going to anticipate Mutas. Or Banelings. Mutas. He knows there's Mutas. He knows there's Banes. But he's anticipating Banes. The pre-split was pretty sick for a second there. But meanwhile, there's going to be a Ling run by again. And the door is... Yeah, there's nothing open and holding this together. These Lings can catch a lot. They're going to scout no third CC. He's going to make those into Banes. But Time has to get the work done over here. Does clean up the fourth. Tanks are going to siege. But the army does push off to this side. Baneling's trying to get some connections. Nice control from Time. Army supply in favor of Dark slightly. But this Ling run by is just getting God's work done. Okay, enough units were forced together here. But the tanks are segmented from the Mutas. And 25 workers fall behind this, and the 2 base all in from Time. But Dark is got a scary amount of Mutas, and he has +1 flyer attacks on the way. I think we might just see it here, folks. The Banes, the Lings, everything coming together on the Terran forces. Liberators are out. But GG, Dark takes it in a 3-0. Very well done by Mr. Dark. Very well done by Mr. Dark.